I am Dr. Yaki Abdullah Habeeb, the author of the book It's Time for the Black Man's Revolution: How to Save Nigeria Now for Future Nigerians. In the 7th episode, I presented a brief of chapter 9 of the book, where I looked at the hydra-headed monster called corruption. I now give a brief of chapter 10 of the book titled The Economic Indices. Without the need for overbearing academic discussions, the economic indices of Nigeria, being near state failure, are quite palpable. Despite Nigeria's vast wealth of natural resources, she is at today still referred to as the poverty capital of the world. It goes without saying that where corruption is most prevalent, the economy is most deplorable. Forget models, idiosyncrasies, and complexes academicians and economists will put forward in interpreting data. We recall the CBN curiously claimed that in the midst of falling oil prices and global pandemic, the Nigerian economy was stronger and more resilient. Wonderful, one will say. Economic growth and GDP have been shown as being positive, merely in figures on paper, without anything tangible in real life to show. While the average Nigerians hustle out there and his unemployment is put of over 33%, many are hungry and homeless. He is unable to even use the inefficient health care delivery system. He's unable to find potable water to drink. He lives most of his night in darkness. He has access to very poor education, if he is able to even afford any at all, and can hardly find the required capital to start a small business. This is the Nigerian economy through the eyes of the living and the living reality of Nigerians, who does not need models, does not need data, does not need statistical analysis to understand where the shoe pinches him. A country where population is increasing daily, where capacity and capabilities are on the downward spiral, with deplorable economic, speak volumes about this failing state. A social media going around some time ago highlighted our backward spiral between 1980 and now. It was repeated in the social media how we used to refine crude oil that we use, how we have automobile industries all over, Peugeot, Volkswagen, Leland, and Namco, Steer, and the rest of them, and with parts from companies also within the country, Exide, Asoglass, Ferrodo, Dunlop, Michelin, and the rest of them, providing parts for these assembly plants. Radio and TV sets being assembled in Nigeria, clothes being produced from UNTL, Chelram's textile mills, pipes for our water being produced by companies in Nigeria, WC we use being produced from companies in Nigeria, electricity cable being produced in Nigeria, Bata and Lena producing shoes for us in Nigeria, and we flew Nigeria Airways to all parts of the world. All these have become history. So for the fulfillment of academic righteousness, the reality ahead of Nigeria economically can be perceived under 5 basic subheadings. 1 will be brief facts and figures. 2 will be alarming debt profile. 3 will be economic dependence. 4 will be infrastructure deficit. And 5 will be alarming population growth. Let's look at the brief facts and figures. A cursory look at the major economic indices of Nigeria paint a dismal outlook and are indicative of a failing state. About 33% are unemployed. 66% or more of federal government earning is spent on servicing debts. According to World Poverty Club, the Brooklyn Institute, Nigeria is ranked first among countries with the highest number of poor people. Global poverty projection released by the Brooklyn Institution in 2018 data from the world from Nigeria showed that Nigeria has overtaken India as the largest population of poor people living with extreme poverty, with Nigeria now having over 87 million of its citizens living on less than $1.9 a day, compared to India's 73 million. This startling revelation implies that despite being the largest oil producer in Africa, Nigeria is unable to translate its oil wealth into rising standard of living for its growing population. GDP growth rate has been dismal year in, year out. Even though a baby is born every 4 seconds in Nigeria, according to the UNICEF, about 13.2 million Nigerian children were out of school in 2015, up from the last count of 10.5 million in 2010. The free fall in the value of the naira against the dollar between whatever time up to now is seriously alarming. A dollar now sells something around $600 naira to the dollar. According to the Transparency International, out of 180 countries, Nigeria's corruption debt is 148 as at 2017, and contribution of oil and gas to Nigerian export revenue is over 90. In the next episode, I will give a brief of chapters 11 and 12 of the book on the alarming debt profile and economic dependence. You can obtain a copy of the book from bookshop around you, or click the link below to obtain a copy from Amazon or Smart Supers. Thank you.